Good morning, guys, on this hot sunny day in Florida. Checking out our beds out in front of our house where I let all of the weeds grow crazy so that we could see what would show up. And one of the plants that came to us is the chamber bitter. Now the chamber bitter does have other names like gripeweed or stonebreaker, and its scientific name is the Phyllanthus urinaria. And so that might give you a little hint too as to what it might be used for. But all parts of the plant are used in traditional and indigenous medicine. So let's take a look and see what we can harvest. So I decided that I was going to take our front little area here and let it literally go to the weeds so that I could see what we would grow. Found in here is gripeweed. I like to call it stonebreaker as well. You can see the little things on it. They look like little stones. Can you think about what that might be good for? Being called stonebreaker. That we found for chamber bitters or stonebreaker or gripeweed is that you can take and you can make a poultice out of it, and then put that on like ulcers or sores. It can help with inflammation. You can also take and make a cold water steep with the fresh herb, and that can be used for thrush in the mouth. But you know, one of the main things that we've used it for is like for urinary tract infections, or to be able to break up kidney stones, which is how it gets its name, stonebreaker. So you can take this plant and use it fresh and make a tincture. You can make teas, decoctions. So I learned about this plant originally from a friend of mine from Jamaica, and he said that everybody there, they used it to make teas, and people would use it whenever they got kidney stones. But when I searched on it and started to learn more about it, I found out that it is also a hepatoprotective. So what that means is that it's a liver protector. And so it's also used like for people who have issues with their liver, like hepatitis. There's also people who use it for, they found that it's, with its antiviral properties, it's really beneficial against the different herpes viruses. It also is antibacterial. So if you make a tincture out of it, it's been shown to be really beneficial against bacteria that are antibiotic resistant, like an H. pylori. It's a pretty powerful and amazing plant. I'm pretty excited to have it growing in my garden. So I think what I'll do is I'll gather some. Now if you want to dry it, you can take a bunch of them and you can bunch them together by the roots, and you can hang them and dry them. Let me see if I can get some more out of here. Yeah, so you can just take them, hang them upside down and dry them. Or you can just chop them up and then put them on a rack and dry them that way. Now you can make a fresh tea out of it. You can also make a fresh tincture out of it. If you're not going to use them all when you go to harvest it, go ahead and dry some so you have some for later. Okay, so I've gathered a nice clump of the stonebreakers. I'm going to take these in. I'm going to make a fresh tincture.